What if everything you thought about sleep was wrong? What if the endless tossing, the midnight wake-ups, and the groggy mornings aren't just bad luck, but symptoms of a hidden truth almost nobody talks about? Most people chase complicated remedies, pills, or gadgets, hoping for relief. But the real secret to sleeping 8 straight hours lies in a simple shift that rewires your body's natural rhythm. Imagine waking up refreshed, without interruptions, every single night. This isn't a dream. It's a reality waiting for you to unlock. Topic 1. Diet and nutrition for better sleep. There's a moment every single night when your body begs for peace, but your stomach's still busy digesting that late-night snack. What most people don't realize is that your gut has a curfew, and ignoring it can wreck your sleep quality. Those chips, chocolate, or heavy pasta dishes eaten too close to bedtime. They might be comforting in the moment, but they turn into villains after dark, spiking insulin, inflaming your system, and waking you up at 3 a.m. Your bedtime routine doesn't begin at night. It starts with what you put on your plate hours earlier. That's the first law of better sleep habits few ever talk about. Now picture this. Instead of feeling bloated and restless, you go to bed feeling light, calm, and ready for deep sleep. The secret? Timing and intentional choices. Intermittent fasting, ending dinner a few hours before bed, can help reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom and give your digestive system a well-deserved rest. Cutting down on high-carb meals also lowers inflammation and supports natural sleep remedies by stabilizing your blood sugar through the night. It's like giving your body permission to heal instead of hustle while you sleep. That's the kind of insomnia relief no pill can offer. But food isn't just fuel, it's information. And some nutrients are like love letters to your nervous system. Ever feel those twitchy legs or anxious jitters when you're trying to drift off? Vitamin B1, especially if you consume carbs, helps soothe the nerves and quiet that restless energy. Magnesium glycinate is another hero. Taken with warm chamomile tea, it's a gentle whisper to your muscles that says, "Let go, it's time to rest." When sleep hygiene includes nutrient timing, your body listens and responds with gratitude. Potassium and sodium, especially for natural sea salt, aren't just for athletes. They're silent partners in lowering cortisol, the stress hormone that loves to party when it's time to sleep. These minerals help your body unclench physically and mentally. And let's not forget the microscopic allies in this mission: probiotics. Kefir and Reuteri yogurt are more than trendy. They fuel the gut-brain axis and stimulate serotonin and melatonin, the dynamic duo of deep sleep tips. Yes, a well-fed gut is a well-rested mind. Imagine turning your fridge into a medicine cabinet for sleep. The path to insomnia relief doesn't have to be lined with prescriptions. It can begin with what you eat, how you eat, and when you eat. But the food you consume is only part of the equation. Because even if your body's ready to rest, what about the world around you? Topic 2. Optimal sleep environment. Think back to the last time you walked into a room and instantly felt calm. It probably wasn't filled with harsh lighting, clutter, or noise. And yet, so many people try to fall asleep in a space that screams stress. Your environment isn't just a backdrop. It's a key player in your bedtime routine. Temperature, lighting, air quality, they all send signals to your brain. Keep your room cool, between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're giving your body the perfect cue for melatonin to kick in. Cold feet? That's easy. Cozy socks aren't just cute. They help open up blood vessels and guide you into deep sleep faster. Now, let's talk about darkness. Real darkness. The kind that wraps around you like a warm blanket and whispers, "You're safe to rest." Even the smallest light from a phone screen, a glowing clock, or a hallway bulb can hijack your melatonin. Blue light, in particular, is like an alarm clock for your brain. So if you've been scrolling through social media at midnight wondering why you feel wired, that's your answer. Want true insomnia relief? Make your bedroom a cave, total darkness, no screens, and blackout curtains that say, "Not today, light pollution." But here's the twist. To sleep well at night, you must step into the sun during the day. That golden morning light resets your circadian rhythm, aligning your body's natural clock with the rise and fall of the sun. Evening light, especially the soft rays just before sunset, enhances melatonin production, acting as a natural sleep remedy. Think of it as charging your internal battery. Without daily sunlight, your brain doesn't know when to rest. So yes, sleep hygiene starts with chasing the sun before you even think about chasing your dreams. And don't underestimate the magic of plants. A single peace lily or snake plant in a room can purify the air and change the energy completely. Beyond their physical benefits, they act as symbols, living reminders that stillness and growth can coexist. That's the kind of vibe you want in your sleep space. Add a diffuser with calming essential oils, and suddenly your bedroom becomes a sanctuary, not a storage unit for your stress. Little touches create big shifts in your body's ability to relax. You see, when your body steps into the right environment, it stops fighting. It surrenders, and the chaos of the day begins to fade. But even the most tranquil room can't save your sleep if your nightly habits work against you. Topic 3. Sleep disruptors to avoid. Imagine preparing your body for rest all day. Eating right, dimming the lights, meditating, and then sabotaging everything with a single glass of wine. It feels like a treat, a way to relax, but alcohol is a master disguise. It may help you fall asleep faster, sure, but it tears apart your deep sleep from within. As your liver metabolizes it, your body gets pulled into lighter, fragmented sleep stages. You may not even notice at first, but you wake up groggy, parched, and restless. For those seeking true insomnia relief, alcohol is the quiet thief in the night. Then there's caffeine, sneaky, stubborn, and unrelenting. Most people think of coffee and call a morning affair. But caffeine isn't on your schedule. It's on its own. It can linger in your system for 8 to 10 hours. That harmless afternoon iced tea or to that square of dark chocolate after dinner. They're enough to throw off your entire circadian rhythm. You lie awake, tossing and turning, thinking you're anxious, when in reality, your brain's still caffeinated. Better sleep habits start with respecting your body's sensitivity to stimulants, especially as bedtime approaches. And the screens, we can't forget the screens. Your phone, your tablet, your TV. They're not just keeping you informed or entertained. They're activating your brain with blue light, tricking it into thinking it's midday instead of midnight. Blue light suppresses melatonin like a switch being flipped off right when you need it the most. Want to improve sleep quality? Create a digital sunset. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed and let your body ease into sleep without artificial signals confusing the process. The toughest part? These disruptors don't feel harmful. They're woven into modern life, presented as comforts. A drink to relax, a show to unwind, a snack to reward yourself. But if you're waking up in the middle of the night, if your sleep feels shallow or interrupted, these seemingly innocent habits could be the cause. Replacing them with natural sleep remedies and mindfulness is a radical act of self-respect. And it works. But don't worry. Once you remove what's harming your sleep, the real transformation begins. You'll soon discover that sleep doesn't have to be a struggle. It can be an art. And the brushstrokes? They begin with how you unwind your body. Topic 4. Relaxation techniques and physical aids. Sometimes what your body truly craves isn't another supplement or another video about sleep. It's a moment of stillness, a physical release. Imagine ending your day with a ritual that tells your muscles, you did enough. You can let go now. Gentle stretching, especially focus on the spine and abdomen, helps dissolve the tension you didn't even realize you were holding. You're not just loosening up your body. You're sending a message to your nervous system. It's safe now. That's real sleep hygiene, when your body and brain speak the same language. Some people carry stress like invisible armor. Tight jaws, clenched shoulders, a bloated belly that just won't settle. That's where custom pressure techniques come in. A simple tennis ball under the base of your skull, a firm press below the ribs, or even a yoga block on the lower back can release stuck energy and help you breathe again. It's not magic, it's physiology. When you apply gentle pressure in the right places, your vagus nerve responds. And that's the fast lane to relaxation and deeper sleep. And if you've never tried essential oils, now's the time to get curious. These aren't just fancy scents, they're nature's own sedatives. Spikenard, with its earthy sweetness, is known to calm the heart. Vetiver, rich and smoky, is like grounding in a bottle. A few drops on your pillow or your wrist before bed can shift your entire state. It's one of those natural sleep remedies that seems too simple to work until it does. And then it becomes sacred. There's a reason ancient cultures used oils, pressure points, and breath as sleep aids long before modern medicine existed. These practices tap into something primal, something your body already knows how to do. You just have to remember. So instead of rushing into bed and demanding sleep, try easing in with care. A body that feels nurtured doesn't resist rest. It welcomes it. And yet, there's one piece people still overlook: the breath. You can stretch your body, soften your senses, and still miss the mark if your breathing is shallow or rushed. So let's go deeper, because how you breathe might just be the missing puzzle piece. Topic 5. Breathing, position, and mental habits. There's something almost mystical about the breath. It's the one function you can control or surrender, and it holds the power to transform your state in seconds. Nasal breathing, especially when you exhale longer than you inhale, activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Translation: your body starts to relax, your heart rate slows, and your mind drifts from chaos to calm. In a world full of noise and constant stimulation, your breath becomes your personal escape hatch. One of the most effective and underrated relaxation techniques you'll ever find. Then there's sleep position. It sounds simple, but it's not just about comfort, it's about biology. Right side sleeping reduces pressure on your heart, supports liver detoxification, and may even improve lymphatic drainage. It's a subtle shift that tells your body, we're optimizing now. That small decision, repeated night after night, reinforces better sleep habits in the most natural way possible. This isn't about obsessing over posture. It's about being intentional with how you rest. And when it comes to mental habits, we have to be brutally honest. Meditation doesn't work for everyone. For some, it becomes just another task on a never-ending to-do list. But here's the twist. Relaxation doesn't have to look like silence. It can look like bird watching, painting, gardening, fixing puzzles, doing something so absorbing it pulls you out of your own head. These gentle hobbies act like mental sedatives, especially when they become part of your bedtime routine. Because let's face it, one of the biggest enemies of deep sleep is overthinking. The racing thoughts, the mental loops, the late-night what-ifs, they sabotage sleep before it even starts. The antidote isn't to force your mind to be quiet. It's to redirect it. Give a soft place to land. That's why so many natural sleep remedies work best when paired with a creative escape that grounds you in the present moment. It's not about stopping your thoughts. It's about reshaping your attention. So now your body is stretched, your breathing is slow, your mind is distracted in all the right ways. But something's still missing, something you can hear. Because even in silence, the sounds around you play a role in your descent into sleep. Topic 6. Sound and sleep aids. Sleep isn't just about darkness and stillness. Sound plays a surprisingly powerful role in guiding your journey into rest. Think about the natural world. The gentle rustle of leaves, the distant hum of crickets, or the steady rhythm of ocean waves. These background noises create a comforting, consistent soundscape that the brain recognizes as safe. White noise machines work by recreating these soothing environments, masking disruptive sounds, and helping you sink into a more restful sleep. It's like wrapping yourself in an auditory hug. But there's another, less-known hero in the world of sound: binaural beats. These are carefully crafted sounds that play slightly different frequencies in each ear, encouraging your brainwaves to slow down and sync with deeper states of relaxation. It's not magic, but it feels that way, like a gentle nudge that tells your mind, time to switch off. For those battling insomnia, binaural beats can be a game changer, quietly enhancing your natural sleep rhythm without chemicals or side effects. Of course, sound aids aren't one size fits all. Some people prefer absolute silence. Others find that subtle background noise calms their restless minds. The key is discovering what resonates with your unique sleep habits. This process itself is part of building better sleep habits, a personal experiment in what your body responds to. Whether it's the hum of a fan, the crackle of a fireplace app, or specialized audio tracks, the goal is the same. Support your body's natural descent into rest. Technology has brought us many conveniences, and sound aids are one of the best gifts for sleep hygiene in the digital age. They don't just mask noise. They create an environment where your circadian rhythm can flourish. It's a gentle partnership between ancient biological needs and modern innovation, something that anyone striving to improve sleep quality should explore. But remember, sound is just one thread in the tapestry of your nightly ritual. Because once your ears are tuned to tranquility, it's time to build a consistent bedtime ritual. One that teaches your brain and body that sleep isn't optional, it's inevitable. And that journey starts the moment you decide to honor your rest. Topic 7. Establish a consistent nighttime ritual. The most powerful tool to conquer insomnia isn't a pill, a gadget, or a secret hack. It's a ritual. Think of your bedtime routine as a sacred handshake between your conscious and unconscious mind, a promise that says, "I'm ready to rest." When you follow the same calming steps every night, whether at a warm shower, reading a physical book under soft, red-tone lighting, or listening to gentle music, you're training your brain to recognize the cue for deep sleep. It's like building a well-worn path straight to dreamland. But here's the catch. In those last hours before sleep, your brain is incredibly sensitive to stimulation. That intense debate on social media, the late-night news binge, they're like flashing neon signs shouting, "Stay awake." Avoiding these mental triggers is a game-changer for better sleep habits. Instead, opt for peaceful, low-stimulus activities that prepare your mind and body for rest. A bedtime routine isn't just habit. It's a boundary you set between stress and serenity. Lighting plays a silent but powerful role in this ritual. Warm, red-toned light mimics the setting sun, gently signaling your brain to boost melatonin production. This isn't just about ambience, it's biology. When you dim the harsh blues and whites and invite the cozy reds, your body begins its natural shutdown process. These subtle environmental tweaks are like whispering lullabies to your nervous system, helping it switch from fight or flight to rest and repair mode. Another often overlooked habit is the mental shutdown. Writing in a gratitude journal, jotting down tomorrow's to-dos, or simply reflecting on positive moments can clear the mental clutter and soothe anxiety. This practice invites your brain to let go of worries and settle into calmness. It's the psychological equivalent of closing the door on the day's chaos, preparing the stage for uninterrupted, restorative sleep. Repeat this ritual night after night, and it becomes more than a routine. It becomes a trusted friend. The moment your body feels these familiar signals, it relaxes naturally, falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. But to truly master the art of sleep, it helps to start with what you eat and drink earlier in the day. You've just uncovered powerful secrets to reclaim your nights. Now it's time to act. Which small change will you start tonight to improve your sleep hygiene? Will you finally ditch that late-night snack or create your own calming bedtime ritual? Imagine how different life would feel with deep, uninterrupted rest fueling your days. What's holding you back from making these better sleep habits a reality? Don't let another morning begin with grogginess and frustration. Commit to this journey and watch how natural sleep remedies transform not just your nights, but your entire well-being. If you found this guide helpful, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because your best sleep is just the beginning of what's possible.